Today we're going to talk about gratitude. So I'm in the car again, as you can see, but I want to tell you a little story about today, and it kind of made a really big mark on me, and I'm hoping that I can share it with you too, and maybe it'll make a difference. So I had a bunch of doctor's appointments today. Not a lot of time for business, but that doesn't mean I am not going to get any done, or did I get any done already. But I met this really nice lady. She was super cool. She helped me with a couple of medical document things that I was missing, kind of figure those out, but very patient, very nice, good sense of humor, got on great. And when I was going to leave, she asked what I was doing for a career and where I went to college, etc. And I told her I was doing accounting, but I wanted to run a business of my own. And she started talking about her son, and he basically went to high school and worked his butt off, went to college, worked his butt off in finance, and then got a job at Amazon and got like 4 or 5 promotions. And apparently there were talks that he was on a good trajectory to becoming the Amazon CFO, or at least high up. She said CFO. No idea if that's actually true. That makes the story a lot sadder if it is, but then she said that he died last year of stage 4 leukemia randomly, and that kind of made me really sad. Well, not kind of, it made me really very sad, but also it was really eye-opening because she said that he was a lot like me, which I guess is the same thing as her saying that I reminded her of him, which is nice, but it also puts into perspective, like, we always worry about so many problems. And I worry about, like, I'm so young, and so, like, I fear death. Like, I don't know many people who are my age that don't. And yet, when I imagine that in my head, it's when I'm old. But I think people forget that it's a privilege to live, to be old enough to have all those health problems that you have to deal with, because you could have not made it there in the first place. And so that's why we're going to talk about gratitude today, is because hopefully you can leave here with your eyes a little bit more opened, or at least reawakened in some way, because I used to practice gratitude a lot. Think about how lucky I was, and on this adventure trying to start a business and achieve financial freedom, it's hard to make room for being happy with what you have, but I think it's a necessary part, and that I've forgotten that part. And today was a very good reminder of that, because it's all fun and games trying to build a business and become successful, but none of that matters if you're not here to do it, nor if you're in the health to do it. And spend so much time worrying about success and so many material things, you kind of forget that it's like that stuff happens to random people, and mostly people who don't think it'll happen to them. And so everybody thinks that they won't get stage 4 leukemia, or that they won't get in a head-on car collision, or that they won't be that person. But anyone can be that person. Everybody thinks that. And so really we're all straws to be drawn, if you want to look at it like that. Like, all of us could be that person. And if we spend so much time worrying about material things, and then that happens, it's like he was on a good trajectory, her son was on a good trajectory, good person. She said that everybody would light up when he walked in the room. Now he's just gone. Like, somebody who's on such a good trajectory, you don't really clock that happens to them, because why would it happen to them? But you notice a lot of famous people die young, and it's like we forget that happens to the normal person too, not just the famous people, and that it can happen to us. So it's good to keep in mind, especially if you're trying to make something of yourself, or if you've already made something of yourself, that it's all fleeting and can be taken away in an instant, and to be grateful for what you have right now, because there's no promise of tomorrow, which is a really cliched, overused statement that everybody's numb to now because they've heard it so many times, but it really is true. A lot of ancient wisdom that, if you think about, it's all true, but we just have heard it so many times that we're numb to it and we don't take it seriously anymore. But like, there really might not be that much time left, and you're planning years ahead and you're imagining this life, but that might not be what happens. So take some time. That's your action item for today, is to take some time and think about how far you've come, and that hopefully you're in good health, and that you have people who you love and who love you, and regardless of whether you become successful or not, they probably will love you anyway. Like your parents, hopefully you don't have a bad relationship with them, which if you do, I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say today. I was trying to figure out what to talk about because I didn't really do much with regards to business today, and I'm not coming on here to talk about my personal life, and so that happened, and it kind of was just, yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about. So here we are. But yeah, there's so many sad stories like that. You never know, it might happen to you too. And so it's made me reflect a lot and be a lot more grateful for the things that I already have in pursuit of the things that I want. And there needs to be a balance for both, because if you like everything you have but don't want anything else, you can become a couch potato. But if you constantly want something more, then you'll never reach any form of fulfillment, or you'll have it all taken away from you, and then you'll feel empty. So that's it for today, and I hope you guys got something out of this. Please reflect on it, and as always, please comment anything you want me to talk about or hear about with regards to business or life, because I am logging every single day until I make $1 million after tax in my bank account. And so the goal is to make this as raw as possible, as realistic as possible, and to show you what I actually do during the day, not just the parts that I want you to see. And so I'll talk about the bad and the ugly if I need to. So I hope you guys have a phenomenal night, and please stay safe, and remember to appreciate what you have, because tomorrow you might not have it anymore.